As one of the most sought-after figures in the world due to his background, Prince Harry has become a hot topic once again as more details of the Duke of Sussex's memoir are revealed. For today's episode, we'll be talking about everything you need to know about His Royal Highness' upcoming memoir titled Spare. Also, let's take a look at Prince Harry's first ex as she shares the first picture of his son. All this and more in today's video. Just in, publishers have revealed the title of Prince Harry's upcoming memoir, Spare. The title of Prince Harry's book, Spare, will provide a detailed explanation of the reasons he decided to abandon his royal responsibilities and emigrate to the United States. According to Random House, as Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out. For Harry, this is his story at last. In response to the book announcement, Buckingham Palace indicated it would not comment. A portion of the book's sales proceeds is donated to charity. The publisher acknowledged that this came in the form of two gifts totaling $1.5 million, £1.3 million, and £300,000 to the non-profit organizations Sensible and Wellchild. Prince Harry co-founded Sensible in 2006 to support kids and teenagers in Lesotho and Botswana who are having a hard time accepting their HIV status. A British non-profit organization called Wellchild provides funds to help young individuals with special medical requirements receiving treatment at home rather than in the hospital. The proverb that states that monarchies need an heir and a spare is likely referenced in the title of Prince Harry's memoir, Spare. Prince Harry, the younger royal sibling who is unlikely to ever be on the throne and who is consequently seeking their own sense of purpose, will share his account of his existence in the hazy zone known as the Spare since Prince William is the heir. This book promises raw, unflinching honesty and has a steely-looking Prince Harry on the cover, making it a bestseller before a single word has been penned. But it will also require careful balancing. Since the book was first launched, a lot has changed. His father is the king, Camilla is the queen consort, and Queen Elizabeth II has passed away. It took longer than anticipated to complete the book. There will be greater demand for true stories than for self-discovery focused treatment, but how many bridges would be too blunt to burn? How many of Prince Harry and Meghan's explosive complaints on the Oprah TV appearance will be shown again? Prince Harry pledged to reflect on the highs and lows and to be exact and totally truthful when his agreement to have him write his life's autobiography was made public in 2021. Spare takes readers immediately back to one of the most searing images of the 20th century, two young boys, two princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror. The 38-year memoir's old publisher, Random House, stated in a press release promoting the book. The book will be released on the same day all over the world, be accessible in 16 different languages, and have an audio edition with Prince Harry reading the book. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex declared that they would step down from their royal responsibilities in 2020 and pursue financial independence. Senior royals and Buckingham Palace voiced their disappointment and hurt at the announcement at the time. So what other topics will Prince Harry cover in his memoir? The subject of Prince Harry's much-awaited book will be his personal journey from trauma to healing. Chapters on Harry's early years, his time in the military, and his service in Afghanistan, as well as his life as a spouse and father, are anticipated to be included. The intensely intimate story will also discuss Prince Harry's decision to leave the top ranks of the royal family in 2020 and his following choice to come to the United States with his bride, Meghan Markle. There may be explosive sections about the royal family in the 416-page book. King Charles and other members of the royal family have not seen the document. In addition, their attorneys and assistants have been kept in the dark the entire time. Beyond this, the 38-year-old might discuss his tumultuous relationship with Prince William following their initial argument in 2018. Prince Harry reportedly complained to William that he wasn't doing enough to welcome Meghan into the royal family, which sparked the first reports of turmoil. Now, let's talk about the proverb that monarchies need an heir and a spare, which is most likely the reason behind the title of Prince Harry's memoir. Many parents remarked that baby number 2 was not nearly the center of attention in the same way that baby number 1 was. Although it doesn't imply that they are any less cherished, the older siblings continue to rule the family. With their firsts, such as walking, talking, and attending school, it is difficult to compete. The parents have already experienced everything by the time the second child reaches the milestone. own. Imagine being the sibling of the heir to the throne if you thought being your firstborn kid was a tough act to follow. Prince George is destined to become king at some point, and that is beyond doubt. His younger sibling would have been regarded as crucial in less affluent periods, thus the expression, the spare to the heir. Premature mortality was not the main factor in the spare being called up in the previous century. Although the second sibling might not have gained as much attention, but doesn't this mean that the spare live a more carefree life than the first? To further comprehend this, let's examine the British monarchy's history. Up to the abdication of his elder brother, Edward VIII, in 1936, the father of the Queen led a rather typical private family life. George VI, as he came to be known, admirably and perhaps grudgingly filled in for his older brother. Few would contest the fact that the most recent spares, Princesses Margaret, Anne, and Harry, have been dealt a bad hand, yet it must be an odd thing to believe. The last impression of Princess Margaret, the Queen's younger sister, is of a person who was able to live a much freer existence, vacationing in Mystique with the rich and the good and enjoying the luxuries of royalty free from obligations. However, she found herself in the spotlight herself in the middle of the 1950s when her romance with a divorcee named Peter Townsend made headlines across the world. With a public announcement, the relationship came to an end. Mindful of the Church's teachings that Christian marriage is indissoluble and conscious of my duty to the Commonwealth, I have resolved to put these considerations before others. According to her biographer, Christopher Warwick, she wasn't as carefree as she seemed because, despite her reputation as a good time girl, she was completely dedicated to her charitable work and absolutely loyal to her sister as the Queen. Until the birth of her younger brother, Prince Andrew, when she was 9, Princess Anne was just the spare. Then, in the order of things, he passed her. Princess Anne seemed to have combined her royal responsibilities with family life and a career with some success, which may be related to her status as the second child. She had a successful sporting career of her own, winning the 1976 British Olympic team and the European Eventing Championships. She has 2 grown children with independent lives, careers, and families who are not royalty. The Princess Royal has been divorced and remarried, but throughout it all, the media's attention has been on her older brother. Princess Anne is likely happy to have been the youngest sibling because she obviously despises being in the spotlight. So now we move on to Prince Harry, the latest spare. Prince Harry is anticipated to be a high-profile, devoted member of the family as one of the so-called Magnificent Seven, alongside the Queen, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, Camilla, William, and Kate. But he also has the freedom to fight on Afghanistan's front lines. His older sibling would not have been able to serve in such an active capacity due to security concerns. The public's perception of Prince Harry has not been much impacted by his transgressions, which have been widely publicized. If William had been seen having fun while completely naked in a hotel room in Las Vegas, would people have been as understanding? In the light of this, Prince Harry is in a great position to give guidance to his upcoming niece or nephew, who will be fourth in line of the throne but never imagined to become the monarch. According to Warwick, they will always have a secondary one position, and like Prince Harry, they will have to define their own function. Now, in other related news, Prince Harry's first ex, Chelsy Davy, just shared the first picture of her baby son. Chelsy Davy's post of Leo debut photo has delighted her followers. The adorable photo looks to show Chelsy holding her 10-month-old son in her arms and gazing out to sea, looking every inch with a devoted mother. In the caption, she merely used a blue heart emoji. Chelsy usually keeps her personal life out of the public eye, so this most recent post was a pleasant surprise. However, the majority of the details of her life were published by the press during her 7-year romance with Prince Harry. Since then, she has been very quiet about their breakup. And that's everything about the latest on Prince Harry's memoir. Are you excited to discover what the prince has to say? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching today's video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time.